Boxing was square. He giving you nothing. You feel me? What's up? Detroit St. Louis is sweating, man. Everybody had a little
What's tonight, folks?
Good job on KD.
No.
They just locked in.
I'm not saying it's Joker's fault. I'm not blaming him. I'm just saying.
Get him down 3 games is a quick sweep.
It's a mentality thing. That's really what I think it is.
The Kobe fadeaway, yo, from 10 feet. You know what's in me.
Yo, welcome back to another episode of From the Sideline Basket to Basket, man. I'm back with the boys, and we got Boo-Wop in the back. So we're not streaming on Kick. All right, we was trying, but it's having a problem. I ain't got time to fix it, so we on YouTube. Fuck it. But yeah, man, we're back on another beautiful Monday, man. Some crazy shit in the playoffs happen, but you know, we start these Mondays off like. That's right. We got another NBA breakdown for you guys. What game we got today, guys?
That 2016 Golden State Warriors Cavs.
I don't feel no energy. I don't feel Larry, you feel energy? Because I don't feel no energy, Larry. You feel energy? No, Larry said you guys got to turn it the fuck up.
Well, let's go then. Turn it up.
I understand.
That's what I'm talking. Give me some energy.
For me,
I come out the gate screaming. I want some yo behind it. I ain't get none of those.
For me,
I ain't get none of those.
Breakdown. This is a very hard game to break down. Okay.
That's why it's like we got Warriors fans out here sad, you know?
Exactly, bro. Like, how am I supposed to be excited?
Y'all picked the game. Y'all picked the game, though, man.
Bro,
y'all picked the game.
I mean, did I really though?
Did you really? Yes.
I kind of was outnumbered. And I kind of just rolled with the punches.
You and Boo, I was like, I don't even need to watch that game. I can break it down right now.
Bro,
that mean he want to break it down. He just said he
asking a lot. You asking me to give you energy, and then I got to give
crying.
Bro, earlier I told you off camera. I told you I was upset.
He was out there crying.
You have to go back and rewatch it. Okay. This is tough for me, man. This is tough.
All right, let's get to it. You know how we're going to start it. Troy going to start. Troy going to tell you his keys to why the Cavs won the game. And for him to do that, he got to get his paper. You feel me? I ain't going to do the Mel. I don't know if y'all remember when Mel was like this with his paper. He was... Remember that shit? Shout out to Mel, man.
Oh, my God.
I ain't going to crinkle up my paper over here while I'm reading it. All right, well, I mean, it was a low-scoring game, man. It was 93 to 89, and it's just like, woo! It was defensive and no scoring from the get, man. I think they started the game the first almost 2 minutes. Nobody scored the ball, bro. It's ironic that at the end of the game ends with 2 minutes and nobody's scoring, and then Kyrie hits 3. But what I saw early from the Cavs was their defensive sets were they did very good with defending Steph Curry. Very good with getting him out of place, making him give the ball up early, trying to get other guys involved, which led to Draymond Green having 32 points, right? Troy told these guys that I'm probably going to take a route that none of you guys expect. One of my keys to the games was the Cavs did what they needed to do. You let Draymond go the fuck up. You want to know how many points Moolish did Steph Curry have?
17.
How many did Clay have?
12.
14.
Or 14.
14. Right? Draymond had 32 points in this game. I'm telling you from what I watched from this game, if Curry scores 25, they win this game.
Mm-hmm.
If Curry scores 25, they win this game. He missed big shots, 6 for 19 from the field, 4 for 14 from 3. Right? And I'm trying to think back, and I'm like, yo, did I ever hear anybody like fucking jump on Curry about this game? Like, nobody even really gave Draymond props for his 32 fucking points. Like,
I always give Draymond props for that.
Nobody, but we just got you over here. So I'm like, yo, I can't fathom,
I've always said if they would have pulled that off, Draymond would have been the finals MVP.
MVP 32 points when your 2 stars dropped 17 and 14. So I'm that's my key, my first key to the game. Lakers defense are getting the ball out of Curry's hand and getting the ball out of Thompson's hands. Even though Curry took 19 shots, Thompson took 17, and those are your 2 game highs, and Draymond follows it up with 15, right? But Clay Thompson went 2 for 10 from 3-point.
They were making them take tough shots.
I like where's my note? Harrison Barnes came into this game 2 for 22 from 3-point, I believe, and 0 for 14 from the field. Into this game, right? Starts off, he hits a 3. I'm like, okay, Harrison, why is Mulish mad at you? Why is Mulish blame this game on you? Harrison Barnes went 3 for 10, 2 for 4 from 3-point line. You know, he struggled out there, but when you look at your 2 stars, I don't expect Curry to go 4 for 14 and 2 for 10 in a game 7 of an NBA Finals. So I know you like to drag Barnes for that, but nah, your stars got to step up in it. My second key to the game.
I think the dragging Barnes is more about the series.
100%.
Definitely.
My second key to the game is, right, Warriors made, what is that, 9 more threes than the Cavs. They shot 41 for 15. Cavs shot 6 for 25.
That's insane.
You want to know how the Cavs won this game?
I know what he's going to say.
59 rebounds. 59 rebounds. Where's the points in the paint? That's what I'm looking for. 48 points in the paint. You want to know how else? What's another key to this game? They had, where is it? Free throws. 25 to 13. So this tells me, like, when we're looking at this game, we're trying to break this game down, right? From Troy's point of view, is not only did the Cavs. I'm saying the Lakers because LeBron's on the Lakers. So if I say that, you gotta excuse me. You feel me? What? But the Cavs play good defense and getting the ball out of Curry's hand, making Curry take tough shots, even though he's normally making those tough shots. They did the same to Clay. But I want to say my last key before I get to my other stuff. Harris, this is when Andrew Bogut was hurt, right?
Yep.
Yes.
What was the guy's name? The center. How you pronounce his name?
Festus Ezeli.
Ezeli. Yeah, he didn't belong in that game. He did not belong in that game. From start to finish, you can see the absence of what Bogut meant to that team, especially in the paint of the Cavs scoring 48 points in the paint to Golden State's 28. Like, now I think that's a lot closer. Bogut's here. Your rebound battle. You got 59 rebounds and 39 of them was on the defensive end. Like, I don't think that happens if Bogut's there. So the thing I hated to see was Klay Thompson makes a layup with, what was it, 4:39 left on the clock? No, Draymond makes his shot with 5:37 left on the clock. Klay makes his with 4:39 on the clock. And from 4:39 to 53 seconds, there was not a point scored in this game. From 4 minutes and 39 seconds to 53 seconds in the game. That's when Kyrie hit his 3. That's absurd to me in a finals game, you know? So that I'll give that to defense, guys not being in their rhythm. Give credit to the Cavs. They played great defense. They definitely was getting Curry's out of his spots, making him take tough shots. I'm going to pass it to Moo. Moo, tell me what you thought about the breakdown of this game.
All right. So, as I said, it was hard for me to.
LeBron had a triple-double too.
Right. Main reason being, as everybody knows, I am a Warrior fan. So it was definitely hard to rewatch this game and break it down. But a few things that I noticed off the first 5 minutes when I watched it the first time. Steve Kerr came out with the most passive offense I've ever seen. Right. You have 3, maybe even 4 possessions in a row, bro, where Steph is literally at the top. He's at the backcourt, and he's literally just with the ball, waiting for people to move. He's not dribbling. He's not trying to set up an offense. Nobody's calling for a screen. Nobody's calling for a pick. Anything. He's just waiting for somebody to move and cut so he can throw it in or after Draymond to try to get an assist. And I'm like, okay, off rip, I see Steph not being aggressive, right? I see Clay not being aggressive. Right, they're trying to get Harrison Barnes going because they know he's struggling from the field. Right, not only from the field, he's struggling from 3. There was a specific play, maybe about 5 minutes into the first quarter. where Festus Ezeli gets a rebound, and Kevin Love literally rips it out of his hands, bro.
Oh yeah, rip that shit out of his hand.
Ripped it out of his hands, bro. Put it back. I
He
was
didn't
like,
belong
wow.
in that game, bro.
I was like that. If that
He had one rebound.
literally, he had one rebound, and I
That's-
think missed every single shot he took from the post.
0 from 4.
Like, was
One rebound, 1 assist, 2 personal fouls, and 0 points.
So the next thing that kind of brings me into was that if you look how Steph Curry plays normally and look how he played in that finals, something was clearly wrong, right? A lot of people say that, oh, if he was hurt, he shouldn't have played, what, blah, blah, blah.
100%.
That's the finals of the game 7. You're not going to tell the star player that he's not going to play in the game 7 finals. I don't care who it is. He doesn't care if he's hurt, healthy, whatever the case may be, right? So there was definitely something wrong with him. He was hobbled in some way, shape, or form. He couldn't cut the same. He couldn't move the same. Couldn't run the same, which is why the offense looked more stagnant. And you just tried to see a lot more moving pieces other than him being the main moving piece, which is how the offense normally flows. The biggest thing for me was rebounds, second chance points, right? They got so many second chance points. And that's not even just second chance points, third chance points, fourth chance points, fifth chance points. They were killing us on the board, mainly because Kevin Love and Tristan Thompson, right? We didn't have the size. They tried to insert Anderson Varejao.
K-Lo was mad aggressive that game, too.
Yeah, Kevin Love was super aggressive that game. He really didn't have a solid game offensively, but defensively and rebounding,
50-50 balls, getting in passing lanes.
working,
Like,
he was
working heavy. So Kevin Love and Tristan Thompson were heavy keys to that game. Another heavy key to that game, a lot of people don't even realize, was Iman Shumpert. Iman on those wings on the perimeter was absolute, and it's crazy because the Warriors still had open shots. They just missed a lot. They shot 36% from 3. They shot horrible from the inside. They missed a shit.
They shot 41 threes.
They shot 41 threes and missed a shit ton of them.
Made 15.
This is the thing I wanted to talk about with Steph Curry, right? Because we start to see him start to open up a little bit. But what happened is he didn't match the intensity of Kyrie Irving, because Kyrie Irving didn't start the game off hot as well.
He got outplayed that series,
right? Kyrie started to go off in the second half, mainly at the end of the third to the start of
third quarter. Third quarter was Kyrie, yes.
Yeah, third quarter was literally Kyrie's. He owned that quarter.
I wrote it down.
Steph Curry didn't match that intensity because he couldn't match that intensity, obviously, because something was wrong. But when you have Kyrie that was relatively quiet in the first half, and you only have players like a LeBron, like a Shumpert, just these role players that are making noise, and then you have Kyrie wake up in the third, and nobody on the Warriors is doing anything because they're trying to get their other guys going instead of their main guys. That is always going to be a problem. Takes you down to the last 4 or 5 minutes of the game where they're going scoreless until about 50 seconds left. The only person who really had it going, right? And everybody wants to, it was defense. It wasn't defense. They were legit missing shots. These were 2 teams that were trying to end the game and could not end the fucking game.
Absolutely.
Neither one of them.
And that was a crazy thing to see, because that to me the difference is what you said on the second chance point, but like more important, like the points in the paint, because the shot they both were just chucking for a while.
Yeah, they were. A lot of bad shots were taken.
And so it was like, okay, who's going to go to the basket? Who's going to get the easy bucket? And the Cavs were able to do that at times where the Warriors weren't in that game.
And this was the key here. This is the key here that a lot of people miss, right? Is it was a low score. The Cavs' transition defense was better than the Warriors' transition.
They was getting down the court so fucking fast.
Quick, bro.
They weren't trying to give them anything. They were.
Quick, bro. And this is the reason why. This is the reason why that that Ty Lue was crazy for that, or was it Vogel at the time? I think it was Ty Lue at the time, right?
Yeah, it was Ty Lue.
This is the reason. This is what solidified Ty Lue as one of the greatest coaches in the league right now, is because he knows that the Warriors, they live off transition points, right? So he's telling them, bro, I don't care how tired you are, I don't care how gassed you are, get your ass down this court and set up that goddamn defense. Because if you can stop them in the half court before they get their offense set and before somebody can come down here, i.e. a Steph, a Clay, even a Draymond, because he's going off right now, can hit a 3-pointer, or even a Sean Livingston, because they try to insert him because Steph wasn't getting it going. If we can stop him from getting those mid-ranges to those 3-pointers, we got them. And when we get the ball, we have to run. We have to run. They have nobody guarding the paint. Bogan is gone. What are we gonna? What are you scared of? Festus Ezeli and Anderson Varejao? No. Push the pace and get inside the key and score. He knows we're a bad fouling team. He knows we have no size. He knows we're a bad defensive transition team, especially when we're under man. And that is what he keyed on. A lot of these things that happen, it wasn't just on the players, bro. Like a lot of the stuff that happened, it was because the coach and he had a specific game plan. Like when this happens, and there's going to be a specific time in the game when this happens, see it and capitalize on it. Because after that, I promise you, it's blood in the water. They're not going to be able to come back. And that's exactly what happened. That's the reason why the Warriors lost the game.
Lamar?
Yeah, y'all pretty much covered it. Like I said, a lot of it was points in the paint, free throws, and like that. It was a lot of chucking and not even bad shot taking, but a lot of people, they both were missing shots on both sides all game long. You could see that early. It was going to be one of those nights where the first team to get hot or basically catch a rhythm was going to win. And as y'all mentioned, Kyrie Irving kind of carried the Cavs in the third quarter into a rhythm for a while.
I even wrote it that way, Lamar, too. Mm-hmm. Kyrie carried Cavs.
Yeah, and so he carried them into a rhythm in the third quarter because their shots weren't falling either.
Nope.
But for me, it was just like you see the point. If you look at the quarter by quarter, the points in the paint and things and the rebounds, you see that the Cavs had the ability to play more physical than the Warriors in those moments. And it was
once they got the lead, they never let it go.
It was over because the Warriors couldn't find easy bucket anywhere. And like Moo mentioned, Steph Curry usually can go to the basket a little bit better. And especially now at this point in his career, he goes to the basket much better than he did in that finals. So it seemed that like that was lacking. The only person that was going to the basket, which is why he had 30-something points, was Draymond.
Yeah.
You know Draymond had 37 points because that nigga hit 6 threes.
He hit threes.
That too. But when you look at how aggressive he was
6 for 7, 5 for 5 in the first 2 quarters, bro.
Yep. And when you just look at how aggressive he's being, bro, not even just from 3, bro. Like this is the reason why a lot of people slight going on now is because they seen him do this and they know what he can do, right? But his role is different now. But if you look at how aggressive he's being, bro, he's not doing anything special. He's putting his head down, taking the lanes that they're giving him and going to the rack. That's all he's doing. Nobody else did that, bro. Nobody else did that the whole game.
DJ?
All right. I was going to point that out about Draymond being super aggressive. Kevin Love was super aggressive in this game. I'd like to, you watch it in the moment and then you go back and watch it now and you just start to pick apart little things basketball-wise. So I'm going to just start in the fourth quarter because y'all pretty much covered the third quarter, which I was going to point out. The fourth quarter was crazy to me because I remember watching this game. Steph Curry hit a 3 right about 7 minutes left in the fourth quarter, and that gave him 17 points, and he didn't score again. Klay Thompson hit one from – it looked like a 3, ended up being a 2. I think that was his last time scoring for the rest of the game too.
No,
and
he made a layup.
Right
Klay Thompson makes a layup. He made a layup.
Oh, he does make a layup. You're right.
Yeah, with 4:39 left on the clock.
So this game really, to me, simply came down to the way the Cavs played Steph Curry in this game. They try to beat him and Klay Thompson up, and Steph is much stronger now than what he was back then. They were hitting him. They were trying to rough him up. They were trying to gas him, and eventually,
even off ball.
Yeah,
sticking like 2 guys, making him trying to go between 2 guys, get stuck in the screen. He would squeeze him between it when he gets in between it, that hold him there.
Especially because they know he was hobbled, so they're like, "Yeah, we're gonna make you work that much more."
They tried to do the double screen thing. It wasn't working. The Cavs were jumping everything. The Cavs defense was very aggressive. And of course, it basically came down to, look, my 2 guys were better than your 2 guys that day. I mean, LeBron and Kyrie, I think, put up 27 and 26. Kyrie hit the shot. And as you watch this game more and more, you start to see why some people will argue with you that Kyrie could have won MVP of the series instead of LeBron. I don't think so. But, you hear the argument all the time. So it was really fun to watch this game again. It might not be one of the better offensive games, but it was a game of chess defensively. And them just chucking up 3 after 3 after 3. And it gave me flashbacks of this right here, the 0 for 27 performance from the Rockets.
Before we pass it to Boo Lamar, I just wanted to let you know, to your point, it was 100 missed shots in this game.
God damn.
That's wild.
100
yeah,
missed shots.
they was Chucking.
Boo-wop. I don't know Boo-wop there. I see him there. But he's muted, so I don't know. So we'll wait for Boo-wop. So let's have a collective conversation. I know they lost, but I think my key to takeaway is like, yo, you do not expect Draymond to do that. Like 32 points, 6 for 7 for 3. He made 5 of them straight. Like he looked like he was Steph Curry out there. Like that's what I seen from the game. This nigga was busting it, like letting it loose, like he was so confident then. And now you look at Draymond and shoot the ball, and you're like, damn, what happened to that confidence, bro? And it's like he got away from that person because they don't need that no more, especially when KD was there. They didn't need Draymond to score. But it's like, yo, it's a very good game, very slow-paced game, very low-scoring game. But to take 100 shots, it was 160-something shots, 165, I think. And to miss 100 is crazy in the game, bro. Yeah, 165 shots and they missed 100. That's crazy. Like for Golden State to not give up on the threes, right? They shot 41. I know you live and you die by the threes. They shot 41 and only made 15. They only had 28 points in the paint. I think if you could find some way to get some points in the paint here, instead of 28, you could finish with 32 points in the paint. I think they win this game. I think it's just that simple. If Klay Thompson doesn't have 14 and he has 20, they possibly win the fucking game. If Klay doesn't have 17 and he has 23, they possibly win the game. Like, honestly, but it's just like those guys did not get basket in key moments when you want them to get baskets. That's the thing for me, the biggest takeaway, and why the Cavs were able to win in the game 7 because they beat them in the Oracle on their floor too. Well, LeBron had a triple-double, 27, 11, and 11.
That's the big thing, bro, that they made key shots in the time that they were supposed to make key shots, and the Warriors didn't. Like, you see people are trying to get calls, they're crying for calls, they're begging for calls, and the Cavs are just playing, bro.
Curry went 1 for 6 in the fourth quarter.
Yep.
They're just playing, bro. The Cavs are like, fuck it, we're playing. We're here to play.
And I think it really doesn't matter. I think if I remember correctly, that those performances, Klay performance, Curry's performance, like to me, and because I used to watch Big Head Media then, like to me, it got overlooked by Cleveland winning their first title and fucking the drought was over. But like, no, Curry really played bad in that finals. And I know a lot of people, you know, Bron haters will sit out here and talk about Bron playing bad in the finals. And I want to hear some more people talk about, sorry, Mulich. When we talking about Curry, if we're going to bring up and do this shit to LeBron, we got to do it to everybody. You guys know I'm a consistent motherfucker.
Troy, you must not been talking about TikTok.
No. I said Big Head Media. I'm talking more towards dumb.
Well, Steph is a media darling, though. That's the difference.
Yeah, 100%. But he played like shit, and I think that needs to be said.
Yeah,
he should be
right about that.
And so did Klay Thompson.
I personally killed him. I personally did because he dropped the ball like he really did.
Ain't no way Draymond scored 32 points. I'm sorry. There's no way.
But the reality too, though, another reality, they did not truly. They went away from Draymond in that second half. That's the real reason why I think they lost. They went away from the hot hand. I think Draymond took 5 shots in that second half, maybe 2. Maybe 3, if I'm not mistaken.
You said Draymond took how many shots in the second half?
I think 5. But I know he took less shots than them. Period. Like I think he took 15 shots and they took. No, Steph took 14, I think.
No, Steph took 19, I think.
Oh,
Steph Curry took 19, Klay took 17, Draymond had 15.
Yo, this Draymond shot 70% from the field. That is insane.
They went away from him. He had it going. They should have kept feeding.
Definitely want to stay with a hot hand, but you still.
They played hero ball in that second half. They was trying to compete, and when Steph was trying to get that Finals MVP, it was a lot going on in that. It was a lot going on in that game 7 that shouldn't have went on. Go win the game, because to me he dropped the ball, and I don't give him that excuse shit. Like I get that he was hurt, but I watched him.
Yeah, I don't really give him that excuse either.
He was fantastic in that. Okay, like games 5, 6, and 7, he was fantastic. When he first came back from the injury against Portland, he smoked Dame the match.
Yeah, he did. That's why I said I don't really give him that excuse either, to be honest. But I understand the argument to people saying, okay, he couldn't go to the basket the way he could. I'm like, all right, but I don't really. I just feel like the Cavs had a game plan defensively to throw Steph off his
Draymond took 3 shots in the fourth quarter,
and he done. But I think he exercised some of those demons against Boston last year, as far as just playing better in the finals and putting together. Even though he's played great in some other finals, but when KD was there, but he definitely, as far as being the primary scorer and just being the bus driver, as we say, he exercised some of those demons last year against Boston. But
no, it's not even that. It's not even that he played horribly in this game. Like if you just look at it, because he just missed an open three from. I'm rewatching the game. This is my third time watching the game. He just missed an open fucking three with 4 minutes to go in the fourth. But it's about how passive he's being, right? Mm-hmm. It's about how normally how we see Steph play, and then compared to this game, you played damn near 40 minutes, bro, and we don't. Like I said, all I'm seeing you standing there just waiting up. Oh, what he's up like, bro? That's not his game, bro. You feel me? So it's like you're incredibly passive. The shots that you're taking aren't even good shots. You're taking rush runners, leaners, even the open three that he just took and just missed. He could have stepped up and taken a easier, better, more high efficient shot. It's like Buap said, like you can tell he was trying to kill the narrative that was being built around him. And even now, like Lamar said, like you can tell he exercised some of them demons this year, because like a lot of people feel like a lot of people were holding that against him, right? And I can definitely understand that. Steph is petty as shit. That like he don't forget nothing. Mm-hmm. Like when what the fuck when Zaza Pachulia came out with that interview, said that nigga get on fucking Twitter at halftime and be looking. That nigga's petty, bro. He don't forget nothing. So I'm pretty sure he definitely remembered that shit about how the fuck he played in this game 7. Was like, yeah, no, I'm not gonna let that shit happen again. You feel me? So yeah, it's just he played passive as hell, bro. And everybody else besides the name Draymond Green played passive as all hell. Everybody's settling for jump shots. They're not trying to read the defense or trying to be aggressive in any kind of way. It's honestly disgusting. Honestly, like this is bad. It's just bad basketball. This is what I call bad basketball.
All right. So let's move on. Go, you ready? Because I'm ready. I'm gonna drop it. You do your part. I do my part, and it's time for.
Yo, what's up? It's Lamar. We here with In the Post, and I just want to say, where's Ja? Because in a minute, that's what everybody's going to be saying if he gets suspended, throw his career away. Ja Morant got a Hall of Fame trajectory. He could be the next Allen Iverson, Isaiah Thomas, or anyone, or the next Ja Morant. To be honest, the next face of the league. But he can't stay out of trouble. And I don't understand what it is about basketball that ain't enough to keep him out the streets and out the way. You know what I'm saying? We're In the Post. Here we're going to say, Ja Morant, like I said, he could be one of the greats. But what's his problem? Can y'all tell me what he's got going for him next? Because I don't know. I think y'all think he's gonna get suspended for 40 games, 50 games. I don't think he should, because he didn't commit a crime. But at the same time, the man got a Hall of Fame career ahead of him if he just could stay out the streets.
You done?
Yeah, 60 seconds, right?
He said, that's it. I mean, I respect it. Stay out the streets, young buck. Mm-hmm. All right, let's get to these damn playoffs, because my Boston, that's where we started. And Boston getting the ass clapped. I'll be the first one to fucking tell you as a Boston fan, because Troy consistent over here. Listen, I tried to tell these guys early in the season that, the Heat, I said it, the Heat were not a playoff team. Troy was wrong. Oh, boo up your face. All right, see, boo up, you should have told me your face was there, man. Troy. Right? Troy. So Troy told them Heat not make the playoff. Troy wrong. Troy really wrong. Troy really, really fucking wrong. But Troy also said that if they got there, this defense scares them. And Troy was right about that. I just didn't expect this from Boston. But fun fact, we know Boston has been to the Eastern Conference Finals 5 times with Tatum, 4 times with Tatum. 4, right? 5, 4, 5.
I think it's the 5th one.
It's the 5th time. Well, guess what? Jimmy Butler's been in the last 3 of 5 Eastern Conference Finals along with Jason Tatum. So they're bound to get one, bro. And they just on one. You don't expect this from them because their offense is just up. Like I don't know where they found this magic ladder up with this magic ladder, but they are fucking Boston up. Like what? Fucking them up. Like you feel me? Like and I don't.
They fucking everybody up.
They fucking us up, bro. And I can't defend Tatum and Brown or the team. And I'm not saying it's one guy's fault or the other. I just think it goes to our coaching. I don't think Musala is ready for this moment, especially when Jimmy and them are ready for the moment. Jimmy and them wants to get back. Jimmy's tired of losing. He got beat last year by Boston. He doesn't want to get beat another year. So Jimmy's working his ass off. And he said it. He said it after last year's finals. So we're going to work. We're going to be right back in this position. And we're going to get it. So, I mean, props out to those guys. Boston got to make some changes, man. Troy is going back on his get rid of Marcus Smart train. Get rid of Marcus Smart, man. We need a true point guard. Point guard that could, take the pressure off of JT, and JB when them niggas ain't scoring. Because we all know them niggas go on hiatus when they can't score. And we struggle in those moments when they can't do that. And then you got Marcus Smart coming up the court. And in his brain, he transformed into Steph Curry on his way there. But really he Dylan Brooks. Now, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, so what are you guys' thoughts on this Boston series? What are you gonna say to Troy Buat?
Why me, Troy?
Cause you always come for my neck for something. You always trying to come for my neck for something.
Troy is,
we getting fucked up, man. I don't know what to do. I can't help my team.
Sensitive about this shit. That's why.
They gotta help themselves. We lose. Buat know me. We lose. I mean, we better get back to the finals in the next 3 years.
I know me, man. I'm big on. I don't get me wrong. I think coaching is important. But I'm always put the wins and losses on the players.
Oh, 100%. They play like shit.
Jaylen Brown is playing atrocious right now. Atrocious. He just was announced an All-NBA player. That's to simply put it. That's that's the most alarming thing. How bad he's playing. On top of that, me personally, I don't look at I already knew Eric Spoelstra was gonna outcoach the shit out of Joe Mazzulla. We already knew that. That wasn't even no question. We already knew that coming through the door. We already gonna give Miami that. Now the players should know that too. The players should know Eric Spoelstra gonna probably outcoach our coach. We gotta dig deep. We gotta dig deeper. He gonna be in that bag. He gonna be making adjustments. He gonna be throwing guys out there to see what that look like for 2 minutes. Bring that guy right back out. He gonna be doing that. Joe Mazzulla ain't. He gonna, Al Horford is older than this man. It's hard to coach a team like that, bro. When you ain't got no real OG and you looking at you like, bro. I was graduating when you was in 8th grade, bro. That's how their mentality is. It's fucked up. So I'm not gonna put this on Joe. I'm putting this on the players. Jason Tatum, you gotta be better. He ain't been bad. I'm gonna say that about Tatum. He ain't been bad, but he ain't been great either. And this was his series to stamp his top 5-ness. He gonna still be in that conversation next year, but this was bad, man. This was, to me, I don't care what nobody said, this was worse than what they just did in Milwaukee. This is worse. Because this is a healthy team.
I think the Heat is better than what we giving them credit for too, though. I think they role players, they fit perfect. I think it's not a lot of people just seeing this just Jimmy Butler and everybody else, but Bam is putting up 18, 9, and 2. And then the other players is all this. They got 3 other players in double digits or 2 other players in double digits. It's
like Hero went down and that shit was just all they needed.
Opened up a lot of other people are putting them to sleep. You know what I'm saying? So it's Jimmy Butler for sure, but that team as a team is deep and it's better than we just how is this happening? Y'all lose. That's not it's not your normal 8 seed. First of all,
they should have never been the 8 seed, and that's what people. I think even myself didn't realize that. And when they were down so low, they were just struggling, bro. And I think what the Heat are doing, people thought the Warriors were going to do. Yeah. And it's the Warriors have more of a team, kind of that nostalgia around, they could do this shit. The Heat don't, and I think that's why, including myself, coming into the season, a lot of people even the Heat fans were like, nah, this team isn't a championship winning team. And these guys might go win a championship now.
But the reality is you can only call it how you see it. Based
No,
on what
100%,
we've seen from
100%.
0 to 82, the Heat did not look like a contender this year.
No, not at all. But they should have been up there. They should have been in top 4.
I'll be honest, like, but they didn't look like it. But the East to me looked wide open from the pretty much 20 games into the season. I couldn't. It was about 4 or 5 teams that looked like they could win it.
It was always only 3 to me.
I ain't gonna lie to you. I thought it was 2 teams racing for the Eastern Conference Finals. That's Boston and Milwaukee. I didn't think it was.
But I remember, I threw the 76ers. Those were the 3 teams.
No,
it was the Bucks,
I'm not
Boston,
saying that the 76ers wasn't in that mix, but I'm just saying the consensus. I think if you'd
it was either Bucks or Boston. Yeah, it was either Bucks or Boston.
Everybody thought it was a crash course for these 2
Yeah,
teams.
it was either.
Well, because when you think about it, Miami just didn't look like this all season, bro. They were one of the worst offensive teams, literally all fucking season. Like quite literally one of the worst offensive teams all season. Their defense.
Maybe that's what Spo wanted.
But you know,
and honestly, you can honestly say that. You can totally honestly say that.
This is the difference between Spo and Steve Kerr to me. You know, they both great coaches. Don't get me wrong, but Eric Spoelstra played his young players at the detriment of his team having a good record early in the season. Steve Kerr would not do that, and that's where people, like you said, people thought the Warriors was going to do this, but their young players were not ready for this moment when it came time because Steve Kerr was afraid to have a bad record, and they didn't have a great record anyway, so it didn't really matter. You know what I'm saying? But for the Heat, Eric Spoelstra said, I'm going to play these young guys. I don't care what happens. Like, basically, he did care, but, like, if we just got to get into the play-in, get into the playoffs, and they'll be ready to go when it's time.
Like
and he said, if we didn't go through what we went through, we wouldn't be ready for this moment.
No, that's facts. They dealt with a lot of injuries in the regular season for sure. But it's still like I think the flat out losing Tyler Hero. Now we got to dig deeper in the bench, and then you get some surprises. You get a Caleb Martin drop 25 out of nowhere. You know what I'm saying? Like these things happen because what I would say, I would give Spo and Pat Riley the credit that they keep that mentality. You stay ready. Duncan Robinson, dude, ain't played in months. He come out here wetting it. Like,
Duncan Robinson balling.
Duncan Robinson.
He need to though. Duncan got something to prove because last year he played like shit in the playoffs. So he definitely got something to come out here like, Coach, you ain't taking my minutes no more. Coach, you ain't taking my goddamn minutes.
You know they paid this man though, right?
They did.
They did.
Could have.
100%.
And usually teams that pay a player like that just let him shit the bed every game. They just let him go out the. You out the rotation.
Not the Heat.
Bro, you out the rotation.
They took him straight out the rotation.
Bro, you out the rotation. Like, and that's a bold move, but that's a great move. That's a coach that got
his attitude right.
His players respect him.
Got his attitude right.
They respect him. Yeah.
All right, let's get to this.
Stay ready.
I'll say this about this. This is the same team that was 1 3-point away last year from making the finals. People did forget that. And we forgot it.
That's why I said don't do not. I've been saying this all year, bro. And it's not just because I'm biased. I've been saying this all year. I even was telling somebody else. I said, bro, they like this is a surprise. I said they was a shot away from being the playing Warriors just last year. Is y'all crazy? This ain't no surprise like that. Like, and then like I and yesterday I don't like you didn't make the point today, but I remember you were saying this was a greater
Iguodala
surprise than even the Mavericks if they make it to the finals and win it, or bigger. And I'm like, yeah, but Bam is at least Tyson Chandler, and I put the numbers side by side, and Bam, like I said, Bam is actually doing better numbers.
Bam is actually showing up this year in the playoffs every single game.
Pau Gasol's 2009. Numbers with the Lakers. 2009. I'm looking at it. 2009 Lakers finals run. So he's putting up numbers. It's not just Jimmy and everybody else. It's Jimmy, Bam, and everybody else. You know what I'm saying? If you want to look at it like that.
I ain't saying Bam ain't been stepping up for sure. He's been playing well this playoffs for sure. But still, it's how prolific Jimmy has been. It's like how Dirk was. Dirk was prolific. And that's what it is for me. Like Jimmy is, you can argue, been more prolific than Dirk was, like up to what we done seen.
Yeah.
He is taking people hearts from them.
Yeah.
Like,
He doing it with way more just attitude, bounce. You know what I'm saying? I agree.
right.
Michael Jordan's son doing it again. That's what I've been saying all postseason.
Man, it's nasty work, bro. It's truly nasty work, man.
All right, Nuggets versus Lakers. Lakers can go home tonight.
Game just started, by the way.
And the Nuggets are up 10.
Oh my.
No, I was taking a guess. I'm just taking a guess. Mulich, I was
Oh, I thought you were already up 10.
I was about to say, bro, what?
For everybody that's listening and everybody that's watching, the game literally just started. It's 0-0.
Niggas 10-0. Niggas still 12 minutes left on the clock. I don't know how.
Oh my god!
Dang. Everybody was like, "Hey, word already? Hold on."
Yeah, they done whipping their asses, bro. They done whipping their asses.
Hey man, Jamal Murray has had a resurgence in the playoffs, dude. Like
Let me start. Now, I was telling the guys this in a meeting yesterday. I will give Jamal Murray a little bit more credit than Troy has been giving him over the years. If you go back and watch some of our older episodes with the Nuggets fan that was on here, I just don't like narratives, and I don't like anointing people too early. And I feel like, he's still getting anointed too early. So we said, is he a top 10 point guard in the league right now? We kind of have him towards the bottom, 10, 11, 12. We got to really do the list to see. But I will give him his props. He does elevate his game in the playoffs. That I can say for sure, because he's done that multiple times. But to put him in the lights of like Dame and all them other like point guards, he's got to show me more. And that's the only thing with Murray. But I want to give props to Murray because I have him bagging on him. Quarter, the judgment is still out on your back. I don't care if you're playing well. Your back ain't good, bro. So that shit gonna give out one of these games. I know it is. I feel it. It's coming. I feel it.
Wishing injuries on players.
I'm not wishing it. I didn't say I wish you hurt your back. Who said that? Who was the player who said that? Was it LeBron? Somebody said they would hope LeBron break his leg or some shit like that. I didn't say that, boo. All I said is I know his back is going to give out. Oh, my back, my neck, and my back. They're gonna wheelchair his ass to the back next like Anthony Davis. I'm not giving poor MPJ no love. I'm not. Murray, I'll give him some love, but MPJ, you got to show me something, my nigga. Show me something other than what you've been doing. I'm sorry. You can hit the. I'll give him props for them side step threes. Those side step threes, MPJ been hitting, bro. Them shit's been sweet. I'll give him that.
Looking like,
but
16 Clay
Nuggets in 6. Nuggets in 6. It might be Nuggets in 4.
I said
it might just be Nuggets in 4, bro.
I said the Nuggets in 5 originally. It might be 4, but I said in 5 originally. But this is Jamal Murray I've been waiting for. Okay.
I think this is Jamal Murray everybody's been waiting for.
Okay. Yeah. Everybody was like you said, Troy. I don't like the narratives. Everybody was trying to anoint this dude top 3, top this.
Right after the bubble, and he was on the league for like 3 years. Like,
yeah, bro. I'm not with that, bro. I need to see consistency. Even this past
4 to 5.
Even this past season, and he had a pretty solid season this year. But when you go back and you really watch the Nuggets games, bro, he'll have 2 games where he goes crazy, Murray, and then 3 games in a row where he drops 10 points, and I'm like, Jamal,
he has done it in the playoffs.
What happened?
He has done it this playoffs.
You feel me?
Against the Suns.
Exactly. He did it against.
He started to do it against the Lakers, but then the Lakers let him back in the game. I don't know what the fuck happened.
What are you doing? If I can get a consistent Jamal Murray, bro, like because I seen he's dropped 30 points in every single one of these goddamn games against the Lakers. If he can drop 30 tonight and they close these niggas out and make them go, bet I'm all right, Jamal. I'm listening, Jamal. Right now, go do it in the finals, and then I'll be really listening. My ears gonna be super open. Right now, I'm like, all right, nigga, you got me. What's up? What you talking about over there? But I ain't walking over there, bro. I ain't buying what you selling yet, dog. I'm sorry. I need to see consistency from Jamal Murray. Michael Porter Jr., he's a toss-up, honestly. But if y'all have been saying the way this man Bruce Brown has been playing, dog, oh my motherfucking God. Oh my God.
Bruce Brown and KCP.
I mean, I get KCP. KCP is probably more of a revenge thing, right? But Bruce Brown,
it looked personal.
is
Very
personal for that man.
But
Because
Bruce Brown looked like his personal too, because he was just thrown away by the Nets. Like they didn't give two fucks about it. They didn't offer him a contract or nothing.
Bruce Brown makes a shot every time he goes to the rack. Every time he does anything, he is barking at their ass. Boy, that man got that dog in him. He is barking, and they can't do nothing about it. I promise you. Bruce Brown is man. I'm trying to tell you.
Bruce Brown needs to be down in Miami.
Stop playing with that boy, because he's probably the reason why this series is like it. Not only is he killing on defense, but he's making key shots and key times. And the Lakers, I don't know. I just think they overwhelmed right now, even though they're winning 11-4 right now. But we'll see how long that lasts.
I don't care about 11-4. They had 10-point leads in almost every game and blew that shit. So I'm pretty sure the game's on. I know everybody wants to wait for the results. We all got the Nuggets winning. I'm pretty sure, right? Everybody got Nuggets winning
tonight.
Series for sure.
Tonight or the series?
The series. Everybody.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
All right. Last thing, playoffs. Right? Last thing, playoffs. Yeah, last thing, playoffs. Will either Boston or Lakers get fooled? My question to you guys.
I think Boston might, because just off last game, they looked defeated, bro.
Defeated.
Just the way they played, it was
Larry. It's not you, Larry. It's them.
Like the days ago, they look unengaged. They look annoyed. They look like they didn't want to be there. And I was like, bro, what is going on here? Like, it just looked bad. It looked horrible.
I think Boston has a good
energy. I'm sorry.
I think Boston having internal issues like they say the Warriors was having, but not maybe ain't nobody got punched. You know what I'm saying? Maybe somebody did. We just ain't seen it. But they have an issue. It's something going on.
No, but like I said, I don't think
even the coach said I lost the locker room and I don't know how to. You know what I'm saying? So it's
something. This is what I'm saying. I said this last night to Boo Up and these guys. What people don't understand about Boston, right? You make it to a finals last year with this new head coach, right? He implements the things in place that you guys need to get over your hump. You've been here before, but you finally get over that hump and you make it to a finals. And then you get word that conduct detrimental to the team, he's suspended for a year. Then in the middle of the season, you hear he's going to the Nets. What did Marcus Smart and Jaylen Brown come out and say? Oh, what? We just thought he was suspended for a year. We thought we'd get him back next year. And then towards the end of the season, the playoffs, he just signed a new deal with Houston. That's the guy they believed in. That's the guy who got them to do what they needed to do. That's the guy who gave them the confidence they needed. And now they don't have that no more. That's going to affect them on the court. I think that's the piece that people are missing. Because if Emmanuel Doka is there, the series is probably 2-1 Boston. I'm pretty sure it's probably 2-1 Boston. Honestly. Because he's going to make the necessary adjustments and put his players in the necessary positions to succeed. I know Mazzulla is new, but he's not doing that right now. That's why I said last night he's not a good coach, and Mel challenged me on it. He's not a good coach right now.
I mean, he's not.
You can say he has good tendencies, but he needs to grow on those tendencies.
Have you seen his press conferences, bro? Like when he's talking to the press and when he's answering these questions, bro, and when you have players coming out and saying, "Oh well, we didn't make the right adjustments," and he comes out in the interview saying, "Oh, nobody's gonna ask questions about adjustments," right? Like that's just shit that you can't do as a coach, bro. Like you don't throw what your players are saying back in their face, bro. Like as a coach, you own that shit because at the end of the day, you're not making adjustments, bro. You're not doing it. But
if you are, you're not making the right adjustments. Like exactly. that's the problem. You're not making the right fucking adjustments.
And your players are frustrated because they know what they can do, but they have to sit here and listen to you because you want to run this system. And they're like, no, bro, fuck that shit. And you like, well, it's my way or the fucking highway, bro. And they're like, nigga, you don't know what you're doing. So bye. You feel me? And it's just frustrating.
Yeah, it's hard when you get a locker room and then the person that gets the locker room is no longer there. Then now you have to go start over with this new guy and get the locker room. I think that's what the players are having a problem at. I didn't think it would affect them this much.
And I think it just seems like the wrong way.
Right. I just think Boston went back to their 2 year ago before they got Emmanuel Doka, themselves. Like they just turned right back into themselves. And the Heat are going to take advantage of that. So,
definitely.
That's just what it is.
I don't think Udoka could stop Jaylen Brown from playing this bad, just the way he couldn't stop Tatum from playing bad like he did.
No, but I think no, you're 100% right. I'm not saying getting them to play bad, but I think he puts them in a necessary position to succeed. So if this is the second year round, and Brown or Tatum is playing bad, I think he puts them or puts somebody else in to try to mix it up. Like I think Udoka knew the team and knew what he needed to get out of the team. Musala doesn't know what he needs to get out of these guys.
I mean, that was his first year there too.
I think it's ego.
100%, and he still got out of them what he needed to get out of them. His first year, he took the team that couldn't get over the hump, and got him to a finals with his coaching.
Yeah, but they started off like shit, right?
Oh, 100%. Because what did we say?
Then
Because
they
didn't believe
had
in
a
him.
players meeting though, right?
Right.
Smart called the players out.
Right.
Jason Tatum said they need to learn how to pass more and whatever.
Pass more, right? 100%.
And to me, that's what this is about. The players have to put the players themselves.
Oh, 100%. I could agree with you that the players need to take accountability 100%, but it starts with your coaching and it starts with your scheme. It starts with me believing in the guy that's going to put me in a position to succeed.
Yeah.
Like you can say no all you want, but that's what it starts with. It starts with my coach. It starts with his schemes. It starts with the system that he puts in play, the pieces he put in that system, the pieces he puts around me. Now, do we have to
buy in? It's just
right. Do we have to go out there and perform? Do we have to go out there and get that system to work? 100%. I'm not saying it's all on Musala. I would never say that. I said it last night. I'm not saying it's all on Musala. But to me, he's the front guy. He's going to take it, and then the players are going to take it. And I know some people would like the players to take it and him to take it, but he's not making adjustments. The Heat went on a 20-point run, and he didn't call a timeout. That's not on the players. That's on him.
That's definitely on the players too. They allowing
No, it's not.
I'm not
It's on him.
the blame, but I do definitely think what's going on in Boston is deeper than just him, and that's
Emmanuel Udoka having sex with the guy's fucking wife. That's deeper than what Musala is. I'm telling you, when Smart came out 3 times this season and said, like, yo, we just thought he was suspended. If you don't think that when we buy into a guy, if you don't think when players buy into a guy and then he turns the season around, they like, yeah, next year, all right, now we know this is what we got to fix. And then you come in with all of this shit, and it's just like, yo, we just got over the fucking hump. Now we got to go back to the motherfucking thing. You could play it all you want, but that's 100% facts. Marcus Smart came out, Jaylen Brown came out, Jason Tatum came out. All 3 of them came out and said, like, yo, we don't know what the fuck's going on. We're confused right now because we thought he was just suspended for a year, but now he's gone.
Well, you got it wrong.
That can take a toll
now
on
you. Got to perform.
No, 100%. I'm not absolving him from performing. I'm not. But a lot goes into winning the season. We all know that. We all know a lot goes in it, from the coaching to the players, and that's all I'm saying. From the coaching to the players, a lot goes into it.
Now watch this. Who had a better record? Who had a better record?
Who had what better record for what?
Better record as far as the coaching.
From last year to this year?
Yeah. Who had a better record?
I don't remember our record from last year. I don't remember our record.
Joe.
I don't remember our record from last year. I could tell you he could have a better record, but that don't mean he's a better coach. So I don't know why you're bringing that up. That doesn't mean he's a better coach than Emmanuel Udoka. You just said it yourself that Emmanuel Udoka and the team started off rough, and then they had to turn it around the second half of the season. That's 100%. Did Boston start off rough this season? No, they didn't. They did not. They came out and they were playing good. And then towards the end of the season is when they started playing like shit. So they had the reverse effect with Musala. They had the reverse effect. Now, we can go back to Brad Stevens because they did the same thing they did with Musala and Brad Stevens. They'll start the season out good and they'll end on shit. And now they're doing the same thing with Musala. They didn't do that with Emmanuel Udoka. They started out rough and finished hot. Guess what they were going to do this year if they came out with Emmanuel Udoka and they had the fucking off season to train with him and get schemes in place and get those players in place. Like,
do you think Tatum and Brown could win the championship together?
Oh, 100%. 100%.
Yep.
I think the better question now is, with them being both eligible for that crazy ass max deal coming up, can they put necessary players around them to win now? Because if they both sign some stupid deals, it's going to be tougher to build a team.
Oh, 100%. 100%. But you got Malcolm Brogdon there, man. You can move him into the starting lineup next year. That'll give you your playmaker. You know, he can also give you some scoring, but he doesn't need to. You just need, to me, like I said, I'll go right back to what I said last year. I just think you need to take the ball out of Jason Tatum and JB hands all the time. When all else fails, you have to go to somebody that can create offense for everybody on the court. GB and JT does not do that well. The last second, the ball is going to them to get the points. We need a big man. We need a legit big man. I think the two things we need to do in this offseason is find a legit big man and find a point guard that can run the show on the court at the same time as JT and JB.
I feel like Marcus Smart regressed under Joe Mazzulla. than what he was with Udoka, because Udoka really had more.
Udoka got the best out of his players.
And because
Joe
Mazzulla asked Marcus to take on a different role. That's why when everybody's blaming Marcus Smart for going up the court and dribbling up the court, and then he throws up a wild shot or that he travels or whatever the case may be, it's like, well, you have another point guard on the bench that you can insert in that spot and move Marcus Smart to another spot. You're choosing not to do that. Why? That's the reason why Mazzulla is getting a lot of criticism, is because you have the pieces in order to be successful. You're just choosing not to put them in the right spots. Why? And then when he's asked about it, he gives an egotistical ass answer like, "Oh, well, I don't have to do this and I have to do that. I'm the coach and this and this and that." It's like, bro, no, because what the fuck are you doing? Like, it's really not hard, right? It's quite literally not hard. You have reporters, you have other coaches, you have analysts that are telling you, this is what you should be doing. This is what we think you should be doing. This is what probably is going to make you guys successful. And you're sitting up there, nah, probably not. I think I'm just going to go ahead and do what the fuck I'm supposed to be doing. How's that been working out for you? 100%. You're down 3-0 in the Eastern Conference Finals, my guy.
100%. All right. Spurs got the number 1 pick. How you guys feeling about that? Quickly.
Why do I feel like they're not going to take Vic Wilbur?
Vic Wilbur.
Wilmington? Victor Wilmington?
Yep.
Wilmington.
Vic, that's nigga. We just go call him
Wilmington.
My man, Vic Wilbur.
My
Pistons.
That's how I feel.
But we don't care about no damn Pistons.
Cheating.
We don't care about no damn Pistons.
I mean, I'm cool.
Look,
Spurs getting the first pick overall. He was kind of rigged, man. That shit was kind of rigged. I'm not gonna lie to you.
It's rigged. That's what I felt. That's how I felt.
Yeah.
All right, I'm
Get into
it because I don't even want to talk about it because I'm like, man, we really gonna talk about this?
Yeah.
I just wanted to know, how you guys feel about the 1 pick?
I really don't think the Spurs is going to take Vic Wilbur, though. I swear. I think they're going to take
since the Cavs got the number 1 pick after LeBron left and got a string of top 3 picks, I felt it was rigged. And the Spurs just doing what it's rigged, bro. Like the draft, the lottery is rigged. I can't nobody tell me it's not. And I agree with Moo. I think they might not take him. I think they might take what's his name, Scoop.
Yep, I think they're taking Scoop.
Mm-hmm. I don't. I think they're taking Victor, especially with Tony Parker coming out and tweeting what he tweeted. He's still plugged in that organization, bro. So
yeah, because he's trying to cheat on his wife again. No,
I think whoever takes Scoop might have a more impact player out the
What
game.
are you talking about, man?
I guess the question really should be who should the Spurs take first overall at this point.
Yeah, I didn't really want to go too much into the draft till we get closer to the draft. So I just But Melo retired. Carmelo Anthony retired. Captain salute. Bum Melo.
Shout out to Carmelo Anthony, man. One of the cleanest 3-point
celebrations. Bum Melo. See you later. Can't play no more, man. That's just what it is. You can't play no more. That's just what it is. You can't play no more. You feel me?
Down goes the players.
You know, I saw somebody say, you can't win a championship with the way Carmelo knew that. Carmelo knew if he wasn't winning no championship.
And he didn't care.
All Carmelo had to do was not sign that damn extension with Denver, and he would have been in Miami too. And then getting Chris Bosh instead.
Instead of Chris Bosh, it would have been Melo, and they would have won. He would have got a ring.
No, he wouldn't.
He would have got a ring.
I'm just thinking of what Bosh did down in the paint for him. Melo ain't doing that.
What you mean?
Yeah, Bosh was a monster in the paint.
What you mean? It would have been what Bosh, because they had Bosh playing a stretch. So they was
first of all, who I got one question. We're not gonna get into it. I got one question.
But what I will say is,
who could take a wrestle load better, Chris Bosh or Carmelo Anthony? Because Carmelo Anthony would have been the third option on that team. Let's not act like he's the second option or the first. Carmelo's the third option on that team. Who can play? Yes, on the Heat.
I don't think so.
Yes, on the Heat. Stop doing that. Let's not do that. He's the third option. He's the third. Who? Wade? Wade? That's his team. You're crazy. He's the third option.
The first 2 years, Carmelo would have been the third option.
He's the third option. Just like
the
Bosh.
Third year, he might have been the second option. I give you, but the first 2 years, he would have been.
He would have been a third option, just like Bosh. But he would have had to sacrifice the most on the team. So who do you think would have been better at sacrificing, Carmelo or motherfucking Bosh?
Hey, y'all don't think he would have been knocking down that corner three more than Bosch? How they had
Probably
Bosch
would have.
stretch,
Probably would have. But still,
He would've gave you nothing on defense.
But I know, because he wouldn't have been
nothing on
he wouldn't
defense.
have blocked Danny
Bosch,
Green.
Bosch, hey, let me ask you a question
Green?
real quick, and we got in this conversation right here. Carmelo getting that rebound and throw it to Ray Allen.
Fuck out of here.
No,
I
he
gotta
ain't.
fuck out of here. What
No,
you mean?
he
My nigga
ain't.
Melo getting
No,
that
he
rebound.
ain't.
Oh, I gotta fuck
No,
out of
he
here.
ain't. Whoever was by Chris Bosh, whoever was by Chris Bosh, if you put Melo there, that play on the Spurs is getting the rebound and the Spurs win. And that yellow tape would have been put up for the right reason. Stop
I
playing.
gotta fuck out of here. I gotta fuck out of here.
You would have saw Ray Allen in the corner like,
Melo getting that rebound.
no ball, no ball,
Melo
Melo ain't getting that rebound, bro.
Melo getting that rebound. Melo getting that rebound.
I believe he was
Melo
gonna make
not
that
getting
shot.
that rebound, bro.
Melo
He
getting
not
that
getting the
rebound.
block on that block on Danny Green.
He
Yeah.
not getting no rebound.
Melo getting that
He might have
rebound.
got the
He goes
rebound.
out the
Not
game.
getting that
He sure
rebound in
did.
that moment. No, he not. He not getting that
might have
rebound.
got the
He's getting
You
that
want to know
rebound.
why,
Not
Mulich?
getting that block.
Mulich,
Getting that
because you being a fan. Why he's not getting that rebound is because that nigga would have been on the 3-point line.
Melo getting that
That's where he would
rebound.
have been at.
Melo getting that
The ball
rebound.
went to the paint, Mulich.
Melo getting that rebound. Melo getting that rebound. Go watch that Melo rebound compilation and tell me Melo not getting that rebound.
Melo would have been in the corner on the opposite end of the court. He ain't getting no rebound.
No. Melo
He
getting that
ain't getting
rebound.
it.
Melo
He ain't
getting that
getting it.
rebound.
He's not even in
Melo
position
getting
to
that
get
rebound.
it.
Melo
He's not
getting
in
that
position to
rebound.
get it.
Melo getting that rebound.
Melo ain't getting no
All I'm
rebound.
Melo getting that
saying is, it
rebound.
don't
Getting no
matter.
damn rebound.
Getting that
It don't
rebound.
matter.
Oh, I gotta
Oh,
fuck
you
out
got
of here. Yeah,
Ray
Melo
Allen,
getting
Ray
that rebound.
Allen in the corner like
Melo
this,
getting that
nigga. No
rebound.
ball.
Melo
No
getting that
ball. Where the
rebound.
ball at, Melo? Where
Melo
the
getting that
ball at?
rebound.
Melo would have got the rebound. You're
Melo
right.
might get that rebound, but he going right back there.
My B. Lamar. Right. He would have got the rebound, ran to the 3-point line and shot the three.
Exactly. Y'all better act like y'all know who Melo is. The heck? He's getting the
They lost
rebound.
him the game, nigga.
Stop
They
playing with
lost
that
him
boy.
the game. He would have lost him the game. It would have been Melo sabotage LeBron for the rest of his career. Melo didn't want to win
Stop playing with
championships. He
Melo,
didn't want
man.
Braun to win one
He's
either,
getting the
nigga.
board.
Melo had a J.R.
He's
Smith
getting
moment.
the
Move, stop
board.
playing.
And he's pulling up.
He had a J.R.
Melo.
Smith moment. Stop playing, dog.
Hey, I need the timestamp. Go. I don't know if you was. I need the timestamp for when this nigga said he was grabbing the rebound. I gotta get that. I'm gonna start at 59.
What do you mean?
Oh,
Y'all
my
never
God.
played with Melo.
Tie game.
Melo.
Hey, all I'm saying is, it don't matter if Chris Bosh or if it was Melo that would have rebounded that ball. Mario Chalmers believed he was going to make that shot regardless.
Look, Mario Chalmers can believe he can make that shot all he want.
Does
Hey,
Mario Chalmers make
Buwap,
that
real
shot?
quick. Buwap, honesty. You swap Chris Bosh for Melo. What was it, game 6 versus the Spurs? Is Melo getting that Chris Bosh rebound, bro? He got some smoke in his lungs. Buwap, turn your motherfucking camera back on. Come here, boy. Come here, boy. It's on mute. Unmute it. You came back. Unmute it. I just want an answer. Was Melo getting that rebound that Bosh got that he kicked it out to Ray Allen?
Oh, shit.
That's all I want to know, Buwap.
That's what I'm talking about, Goat. You know what's going on.
You didn't even say nothing. Not that we can hear.
Oh my God.
Man, I want a serious answer so we can move on, Buwap. Is Carmelo Anthony getting the rebound that Chris Bosh got and passing it to Ray Allen? Is he getting that rebound if Bosh is on that team? If Bosh not on that team, Melo's in his position. Is Melo getting that rebound, bro?
Hell no.
Thank you, Buwap. Fuck out of here. Mulich ain't getting no rebound.
He's getting that board.
That nigga in the same corner. Mario
He's
Chalmers
getting
ain't
that
calling for
board.
the ball. He in the same corner calling for the ball.
He's
Get
getting
the fuck
that
outta
board.
here.
He's getting that board.
Melo ain't getting no board, bro. You're crazy.
getting
That
that
nigga
board.
in the same corner as fucking Ray
He's
Allen
getting that board.
trying to see who get
Melo
the 3
getting that
first,
board.
nigga.
Rebound.
Melo not getting that rebound, gang.
Listen, you can shoot Melo up all you want. Melo is not getting that rebound, bro.
Melo getting that board.
Melo's
on the 3-point line, bro.
Now
Melo is getting that rebound.
But
He's not getting that block. He's not getting that rebound either because he's not in position to get it. Y'all think he's going to be in the same position as Bosh. Bosh in that position because he's a power forward. Melo's not in that position because he's a small forward who likes shooting threes.
Hey, guess what? All that sound good, Troy.
And guess what? Guess what? It even goes to my point because what did LeBron make his teammates do? Sit on the 3-point line. Melo's good at it. So where's Melo sitting? On the 3-point line. He's not rebounding, bro. He's clapping his hands, waiting for the ball. And you're gonna have Chambers, Melo at the top, and Ray Allen in the corner, all with empty hands. Because guess what? None of them got the damn ball.
And Melo's getting that rebound.
Melo ain't got no rebound. That nigga lost.
Hey, you know what though? I will say this though. Greg Popovich probably made the stupidest coaching decision he ever had in his career by taking Tim Duncan out in the timeout before them free throws, bro, and didn't put him back in to go get the rebound. And it cost him the championship.
I don't care. Mario Chalmers getting a rebound over Melo.
I don't think they would have because I think Melo would have went off.
I don't think so, bro.
As a second option, yeah, he would have.
Yeah, Melo would have.
As a third option.
Second option.
As a third option.
You have to do this episode. I don't care because I'm
Melo
running
was a third option on that team, just like Chris Bosh.
Second option on
third
that
option.
team. I don't care.
Third option.
I don't care.
He's a third option on that team.
I'm sorry, did you forget Dwayne Wade was the best player on the Heat in the finals against the Mavericks? D-Wade was the second best player on the
team. It would have been Dwayne. It would have been Carmelo. It would have been Carmelo.
Schematically, though, they was forcing them to shoot in that finals. Carmelo would have been knocking that shit down. If they would have been forcing Carmelo to shoot like they was doing Dwayne Wade, he would have been knocking that shit down.
Third option,
been a different first finals.
Third option. Let me get to
the third option.
It could have potentially been a different third from, but y'all forgetting like the teams that they played before. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you don't know if that looks good against Boston. You don't know if that looks good against
KG.
I know what they did with Bosh, and I know that looked good. All right,
because
I know that
Bosh,
good.
bro, like was big against the Bulls in 2011. I think he put up 23 and 7 on like 70% from the field. He was crazy good. So I'm just saying, like, I think Melo a bad offensive fit on that team.
On that Heat team, 100%.
I think LeBron got to overcompensate. Yeah, you got to overcompensate.
You got an ego, a guy that didn't. Come on, Mulich, guy that didn't even want to sit on the bench the back half of his career. Like, come on, bro. You think that's going to jail with them? He's the first piece Eric Spoelstra is getting rid of, bro. He's the first one Eric Spoelstra is getting rid of. The first one Pat Riley is trading. Carmelo Anthony.
That's fine. But he's still a second option. I don't care what y'all talking
about. No, he's a third option. He's a third option, bro.
We
can get into this later. I know you want to move on, so it's fine. We can get into it later. But I'm not going to let this go. It's fine.
Me either. He's a third
option. Where do you rank Melo all time on small forward list, bro? Because it is the end of his career. Where do you rank him on small forward?
You said what?
He like 9 to 15. He in that range. He like 9 to 15.
Like Carmelo,
you got LeBron, Bird, KD, Julius Erving.
He would have got the rebound way to his 3-point stance, nigga. He would have went to the triple threat after the rebound.
I don't know. You gonna take Dominique Wilkins over him?
Yeah, Dominique.
Oh, 100%.
Yup.
100%.
Oh yeah, you're right.
Because we ain't got much left. We got.
That's right. You're right.
About 9 to 15.
So I've been telling Mel for a week now, and I've also been telling you motherfuckers for a week now. James Harden to Houston. I've been telling you. Well, guess what? They get bounced. The 76ers out the playoffs. A week later, a report comes out. James Harden is opting out of his contract with the 76ers and looking to return to Houston. Why? Oh, because they said he wants to be a 30-point scorer again. Yeah,
we don't want him.
James. Go ahead, James. Do it. Do it. Go ruin the franchise, James.
No, we don't. No.
You in the East no more. Go ahead, make the 76ers unrelevant again. Maybe they'll make a trade and get Ben Simmons back. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? You know, I don't fucking know. Goodbye, James. Get out my East. I don't.
No.
Zamara is waiting for you in Houston, James. Zamara is waiting for you in Houston.
I don't. Zamara's not even a Rocket fan, so I don't even want to. No Rocket fan want James Harden back. None of us.
James Harden fan. She's in Houston. She's in Houston right now, waiting for him.
The strippers
Oh my
James
God.
Harden back.
James Harden
Oh.
slapped that man outside the strip club because he had the best stripper in the club. I don't want to hear that shit.
Strippers in Houston
Hey,
want James Harden back.
Send James to Boston. Send James to Boston.
Yeah, to the Boston fucking Crabs. I don't know what you're talking about. James ain't coming nowhere near me.
I ain't gonna lie to you. No matter what happened with the Heat, they still should look into signing James Harden.
Oh, Kyrie Irving.
I would look into it.
I think the Heat should try to pick up
That
any top tier available guard that comes available. I think they should.
Yeah,
do it.
they need it.
Whether it's Kyrie, whether it's Dame, whether it's James, whoever, because that'll turn them up another notch. And that
Kyrie ain't going to the Heat. Pat Riley ain't gonna play that shit.
Say what?
Well, Kyrie look like he's gonna stay in Dallas.
Yeah.
Pat Riley ain't playing that shit.
Throwing out names because I think any of them.
But then there also reports to James to the Suns too.
Yeah.
But those are like the ones that's in the front. The report that's in the front is James to Houston. I don't think people understand how serious.
I've seen James to the Suns.
That's very serious.
Yeah, behind that is James to the Suns. After that, I don't know. So I think that's like the two options.
Wasn't it James Harden that came out and said that the only thing he needs is a ring? He had everything else. He just needs a ring.
I don't think he. I think there's some players that just don't want rings, bro.
Nah, he literally said in an interview that the only thing he's missing is a ring. That's all he says.
Yeah, but this is. I think the
And
76ers was his best
I
chance.
played the right way. And
Thank
y'all
you. What'd you just say? Say that again, Troy, please. Say that again.
What did I say?
The 76ers was his best chance to get it. So you want to go back to a Houston Rockets team with the
because he know his chances are over. He knows 76ers ain't never winning no championship, bro.
He said I played the right way to win a ring. He said it this year. He just said I played the right way, or like I changed the way I played to try to win a ring. And y'all said what happened to James Harden. But when I was playing the other way, y'all was saying that way wouldn't win a ring.
It's always been what happened to James Harden. Nigga, you never show up in the playoffs. What the hell are you talking about?
But this, I ain't gonna lie though. That last series though, he overplayed what most people thought. Like nobody seen him giving you 2 40-point games in that series.
Yeah, he was
he gave you 2 games in B. I'm talking to Mr. Embiid, MVP, scoring champ. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on, bro. Like that's what I'm
gonna be honest. James played. This is my favorite, one of my favorite James Harden seasons this year. You know what I'm saying? He played the way I wanted to see him play. But he didn't get the results, and I don't like the way he giving up on that way of playing already. But
I think he like, man, I'm already known as a loser. I can't already be just playing with another dude that's like getting that loser stamp that I can't fight in the playoffs mentality. Like he becoming that. Like, so I'll probably get away from it too. But I ain't going back to Houston though from him though. Like, there's got to be some other options out there. Like Houston, like they in rebuild mode. I'm not going back there. Like,
gotta go to the Suns.
The Suns ain't it either though. Like that's going.
I don't know. James Harden, Booker, and KD.
It's gonna put
that does put pressure on you 100%.
Gonna put some pressure on you.
But he can give the Suns more than what Chris Paul gave him this year.
I agree with that though. I agree to that. Like they gonna be scary offensively good. It's just defensively, I don't like it at all. Like it's nasty. KD kind of slipping as a defender too. It's getting nasty. It's getting nasty over there.
To be honest with James, Miami might be his best bet for him.
I'm thinking Miami.
He could go to the Grizzlies, you know. Ja ain't gonna be there for the year, so.
Sign a 1 year, like let me go help y'all.
Let us sign a 40 game, whatever Ja gets suspended for. That's the amount of games I'm signing for. 40 games. Give me a 40 game contract.
30 points all night.
That's where he could go do it on the Grizzlies.
Exactly.
Him in the playoffs and you know, have a little fun and just he might not win no ring, but he
definitely ain't winning no ring. But he could get with Dylan Brooks and they can talk shit together.
Hey, at this point, James needs to go ahead and hit the top 1 with Dwight, bro. That's his best bet in winning the championship.
Dwight putting up numbers over there, so Dylan Brooks, you better go over there with him.
Jordan Poole too.
Go over there with the man who think he could beat Charles Barkley in his pride.
Watch this, or go back to Brooklyn.
Yeah, hey, go play with Ben Simmons.
Oh, yeah.
Go play with Ben Simmons, Mikal Bridges, Cam Johnson.
That's a sneaky.
But he's not going back to Brooklyn because he had problems with the management.
And he ain't fool with Ben Simmons either.
Yeah, fuck Ben Simmons. All right, let's get to it. Last segment of the day. You know what time it is. Oh, right. So today we got off the stats. It's a event, little old school game of ours that we used to play back in the day, and we're going to play it today. Let me get my shit set up. Bang bang, and then let me go bow 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 bow, and then pow. Off the stats. So who does not know how this game works?
I don't know what this is.
Y'all did a good job explaining at the last meeting that we had. So I think.
So off the stats, Lamar is, but what I could tell you is you're basically gonna see a blank screen with stats in the middle of it. It's gonna be 2 stats on each side as a player. You got to tell me which side you are taking, right or left. Okay. Yeah. And that's the player that you're picking off their stats. Off the stats.
I got one question. Is it based on a particular year? Or is it based on their career?
It's based on the year.
Okay.
So I'll give you the year when I give you the slide. Or should I? I don't know. I'm not trying to give you no help today. I'm not trying to give you no help. Yeah, no help. I'm not giving you no help. You figure it out. All right, let's start. Your first one. I got 8 of them. So the first one, me test run for Lamar. So let me see if I click. Would it change? Yes, there we go. All right, your first one. Off the stats. What side you taking? First side, your left side got 24, 8.5, 4.3. You see your shooting percentages. You see your second side, 25, 6, and 4. You see your shooting percentages. What side you got?
Left.
Yeah, left. I gotta go left.
Here go percentages.
Taking left. This like Steph Curry.
That's what I was thinking.
Mm-hmm. That's right. I was thinking the same thing.
All right, so I got all 3. You going left. See, Go gonna learn that he can't make them easy, but you gotta let him learn.
Yeah. that makes complete sense.
All right, your next one.
Ooh. Good Lord.
Yeah, that's different.
I want to say left might be Rudy Gobert.
I'm gonna go right.
16 and 14.
I'm gonna go right.
Who the fuck average?
That's crazy.
I'm fuck average. 16 and 14. That's a crazy stat line.
Yeah, that's what I said. I said
right side might be Vucevic from his Orlando years.
Crazy.
Nah, free throw percentage too nasty.
That's nasty.
Oh, that might be Andre Drummond then on the right side.
You right. That's Drummond.
That is Drummond.
Once I saw the free throw percentage, yeah, that might be.
Once you pick your guns, Lamar and DJ.
I'm gonna take the left side.
Yeah, I'm gonna go left.
But I'm still.
Once you say you pick right or left, you can't change it.
Yeah, I'm taking right. Ooh, I was right about Andre. Damn, shit, boy. Hassan had a 14 season. I forgot Hassan had a beast season like that.
Yeah, I'm taking white side.
Yeah, definitely taking white side.
All right, your next one.
Oh.
I'm going left.
I'm going right.
Is that free throw percentage? I think that's.
I think this is Luka.
Right?
Or LeBron.
Yeah, it looks like LeBron.
I think LeBron on the right side.
I think that's LeBron on the right.
I'm going the right side though.
Yeah, I'm gonna go right.
27, 8, and 8.
I'm taking right.
27, 8, and 8, 1. Yeah, I'm going right.
Lamar went left and everybody else went right.
This Kobe and LeBron watch.
KD.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Hey Lamar, how does that work for you?
What? You
got base guard curse.
But
you got the base guard curse.
He got the base guard curse now.
No, you got the base guard curse. You picked the base guard curse. But you picked them. You picked the base guard curse.
He didn't have it then. That was pre-base guard curse.
Oh yeah.
Nah, that was
That
Base
was what
got
he
hurt.
said.
Remember, he had it in OKC, and then he came to us, and then Base guy took it away.
Play
And
from
he
him,
left, and he
and
gave it
then
back.
he left and he gave it back.
Shout out to the Base guy, man. Shout out Lil B.
I'm gonna say left.
Like,
Got assist numbers.
26, 8, and 5. That's a hell of a. That's Russ. Is that Russ?
Yes, I think that's Russ because that 3-point percentage is nasty.
I'm going left. Just that free throw percent is ridiculous.
Yeah, I'm gonna go left.
75.
Left.
I mean, hopefully it's two people playing the same position.
I'm going. I don't know Russ though.
I
I'm
think the
still
right,
take the right side though.
left is,
I think the left is Dame.
Amar, you
I'm
said
taking-
left, right?
The left. Oh yeah, left might be Dame. That's a good call, move.
Yep.
Ooh, Kyrie.
Oh, Kyrie, what's up, man?
Hoodlum throwing up. Never mind.
Big C's on there, dog.
Never
Big
mind.
C's.
Never mind.
Should have put the gun on there. Go. Should have put the gun.
I'm gonna say that.
All right, your next one.
Oh, this is a good one. Oh, damn.
Okay, one of these definitely got to be Russ.
Ooh. With the 8 assists.
8 assists, 10 rebounds.
Nah, that's like Jokic and Embiid.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
Jokic
That's
on the
what I'm
right.
thinking.
I think I'm gonna go. I think that's Jokic.
It could be.
I think I'm gonna go with the right.
Yeah, I'm gonna take the right side.
I'm gonna go right.
When I say the right, I mean that 26-10 and 6. That 26-10 and 8.
That's 26, 10, and 8. That shit speaking numbers.
That is, yeah. I'm gonna take the right side. Yeah, that's what I thought it was gonna be.
Jokic and Embiid.
Your next one.
Pre 2000. Okay.
You got a hit pre 2000.
Oh, I didn't see that there.
17, 14, 2.
It's in the 90s. I'll give it to you. It's pre-2000.
I'm taking the left.
This Gary Payton and John Stockton.
Damn near.
I'm going left.
It gotta be two guards because the blocks ain't even on this thing here. So
Yeah, I'm going left.
I'm going left.
Yeah, I'm going left. Fuck it.
Hey, Boo Wop, that was a good guess. I think you might have hit it. Oh,
John Stockton for sure. One on IT. It's good.
oh, that's 91. Oh, 90, 91. Yeah.
Nobody picked
wow.
IT. That old niggas picked John Stockton.
Man.
John Stockton was a bad boy.
He was better than him for sure in 91. I ain't gonna lie to you for sure.
John Stockton was a bad boy. That's the reason why he got the assist record and the steals record.
All right, your second to last one.
16, 8, and 7.
What in the heck? This is
Yeah.
I damn near know what this is or no.
Josh Giddey or somebody. No,
This is like I'm going left. This ooh.
the left rush.
all this Jason Kidd probably.
Yeah, thank you. You
Oh yeah, that's a good one.
the kid, and I'm trying to think who the right is.
I'm going right.
Oh,
The right.
Was Jason Kidd field goal percentage really that high though?
Who we said right?
early in his career, he didn't shoot the three like
That is true.
Yeah,
That's
I'm
what I'm saying.
gonna
That's
take the right side though. Yeah,
the right, I don't know who that is, so it's throwing me off. But I know left is Jason Kidd. Damn
Left,
it.
yeah. I don't know who the right.
Steve Francis.
Left probably be.
Jason Kidd is a good guess for the left. I'm gonna take the right. Whatever.
Yeah, I'm gonna go right, but
That free throw.
DJ's the only one that picked the left side.
No, I said right.
Lamar's the only one that picked the left side.
Wow.
Ben Hameen.
Lamar out here just taking L's today, bro.
Oh, we were still pre-2000.
Simmons.
Oh man,
As soon as had that one good season.
I like that one. I like that one. All right, last one.
You right side, man.
Right side.
Right side.
Hold on, because you know he's yeah. I feel like they plotting some over there.
It's just them turnovers I don't like on the right side.
Yeah, they turn over stuff.
Is that Jordan Poole?
What side? Come on, I think I'm just waiting on move.
Just Jordan Poole, bro. That's
Oh shit!
Jordan
nah,
Poole
I'm
out
going
of
right
20?
side. Them
Everybody
turnovers.
went right side?
Right side, though.
Nigga.
It's JP. Hey, it was definitely Jordan Poole.
JP though.
Hey,
Shanghai China super team.
Dylan Brooks really wasn't that bad this season.
Man, JP.
Right.
No, it's not James Harden. It's Dylan Brooks.
Y'all get them turnovers down.
Yeah.
Oh man, that was fun. How did you like it, Lamar? I know that's your first time, and DJ is your first time. Mulich and WAP did it before. Like
I like it. I like it.
All right, so we got to do more of those. We got to get back into the guess that. What is it? Guess the team. Where I give you 4 players from or guess that. What is it? Guess that team and then guess that player, right?
Yeah.
I got 2 of them. We got to do guess that team. Where I give you 4 players off the team, and then you got to tell me the 5th one. That's guess that player. That's guess that player.
That sounds like who he played for.
Yeah, that's guess that player. And then guess that team is I give you hints and you gotta tell me the team it is. We did guess that team a couple of weeks ago or last episode. But final thoughts, let's get up out of here, Mulich.
Appreciate y'all for coming through. Shout out to all of our audio listeners. Follow all the socials y'all see at the bottom of the screen. Appreciate y'all for stopping through. And we'll see you guys on Wednesday.
Lamar.
It's much love. Appreciate y'all coming through. Follow all the links like Mook said. I'm gonna tighten up in the post. It's my first time, but I get it together and see y'all Monday.
DJ.
Wednesday, 7:15 Central, which is 8:15 for most of y'all. Gentlemen's Talk right back here from the sidelines. Live. Y'all already know what time it is. Good episode. It started off kind of slow with energy, but we picked it up. We got it done today.
Well, the breakdown's always gonna be the energy tester for us.
Yep.
Like, especially with Moo being down on the game, you know, it brought everybody else energy down.
I had to watch it 3 times, bro. It was.
You didn't have to watch it 3 times.
I had to. I had to.
No, you didn't have to.
A lot to deal with over here. Okay.
I watched it once and I got what I needed out of it.
I couldn't do that, bro. I was too invested.
The music right there because he goes into his sob story.
I was too invested, bro. I couldn't help it. I'm sorry. Okay. All right. I'm sorry. Okay. I'm sorry. I'm done.
I don't know if we have an 8-minute video for this episode. We'll find one. Me and Goat will find one. Mellow. All right, got my time since done. Boo up.
You already know, man. I'll see y'all Monday, man. Follow the crew.
Bust out on this. I'm gonna bust him in his head.
We stay busy, man. We stay busy.
Stay busy. You know. Yeah. Good episode. We're gonna bring that energy. We're gonna try to be consistent with our energy. We're gonna try to, be consistent with giving you guys energy-filled shows. Today, like we said, we got our basket for basket. It's new. We're still testing some things out over here, especially the breakdowns, which are new. So we're trying to get, hip to what we're going to do there, the things we like, things we don't like, stuff like that, to make it more entertaining for you guys. If you guys do have any feedback on how we can make the breakdowns more entertaining, if you want to see us talk about, certain things, stats, analytics, how people play, whatever. If you want us to do, player breaks down, take a guy from a series and do that, let us know. We got everything, man. You can check us out on our audios, Google, Apple, iHeart, Spotify. We own everything.